Right, so today I'm on Kings Weir, lovely place, um, hard. It'd be fair to say it's not an easy fishery, but I guess it's just the magic of the weir, isn't it? It's just one of those things. Uh, I always love fishing weirs, always have done so. Yeah, it's great to be here. So I'm on WB3. Swim I've never fished before, so it's a little way down from the weir, so probably can hear the weir in the background. But yeah, it's got a tree, quite a big tree to my right. I'll pan around in a little bit and show you the swim in a bit more detail. But yeah, like I say, a swim that I've never fished before. I've generally fished on the weir. I think I've done it sort of 2 or 3 times. I've fished on the sill of the weir. Quite noisy there. I've had one fish that was on Christmas Eve a few years ago, and really great fight as well. It was so much fun, but I was so relieved to get the fish in anyway. That's in the past. So like I say, I'm in WB3. Nice swim, sort of concrete base. I'm fishing with a feeder on one rod, so I'm putting I've got sort of pellet and hemp and so on, so I'm putting that in with the feeder, some of which keeps falling out and landing on my head, so I've sort of tried to bind it a bit more, but got the feeder rod out, and then I've just got a lead with a big cube of meat, and I've literally just swapped them over as well. So I had the meat downstream and the feeder upstream, so theory behind that is the feeder washes out and I leave a sort of trail of bait, but I've just sort of switched it around. So I thought I'd just put the guy that was swimming, who was in WB2, on my left, he's left, so I've got a bit more area. So the swim, I'd probably say you can cast out literally in front, and then to the left, probably about 45 degrees you can go left. So I'm just making use of that area now. The guy's gone. You can't really cast down to the right because there is a tree, like I say, on the right hand side. It's got overhanging branches. So anyway, I'll give you a look at the swim anyway, so you can get a feel for it. If you know, might bring back some memories, or you're wondering what the swims are like. I can show you another couple of swims as well. So let's get on to that. Okay, so this is obviously just looking up at the weir. So you've got let's see if I get my finger in. So you've got EB1 there, so that's again right on the sill. That's where I had the barbel from in the past. You've got EB2 sort of is in that slack area. So you've got a big tree that sort of comes out quite a way, and you've got this great big slack area in there. You've got a chap opposite me who's in there, so that's well, no, there he is, EB3, and I don't know if there's any more EB swims. There might be, I don't really know. Then you've got WB1 is sort of just here. WB2 is literally, there's a big tree and it's just sort of below that tree there, and then this is WB3. So my swim got a concrete base. It's got this tree on my right hand side. You see what I mean? I've got the tree and I've got quite a bit of overhang there, which is quite interesting this evening. I'm going to sort of put something down there and just see what happens. But yeah, like I say, you can sort of cast out to the left or in front, and that's providing no one's in WB2. You might be a bit restricted if there's someone in there. You've got WB4, you can sort of just see it there. That's quite a nice area. You've got a sort of contained area there really, because I think you've got this tree shielding you. You've got another tree a little bit further down that shields you as well. Steps down to the swim, and that takes you back up, go left, and then it takes you back into the car park. So like I say, new swim to me, so I don't want to pretend I know too much about it. There's still quite a bit of weed on my right hand side when I've put baits out there. There's still debris coming down, so still bits of leaves and bits of dying weed coming off as well. To my left, as I understand it, it is quite deep. So you've got the main part of the weir, sort of in the middle here, sort of down. It is quite deep, so that's where I put my one of my baits now, and the other one I'm using marker, so casting towards this tree opposite. So just sort of putting it in there. So with the ground bait, the sort of pellet and hemp and so on. So that's my target. Is just to cast there over and over again and just get that sort of better bait down. So anyway, let's see how we get on. Right, it's been a couple of hours, um, just sort of casting out the feeder. I've moved both rods into a feeder now, so I can get um, the sort of hemp and pellet that I've got, get that in there, and I'll switch both onto leads once the feed starts to sort of dwindle away. So nothing to really point. There's been a few sort of taps. It's hard to say whether it's debris or whether it's fish, but I've got one on a CC More cube. I've got another. I've got some corn on the other one as well, so just something a bit different. I'm feeding corn in with my pellet and um, um, hemp and so on. So I thought, nothing to lose. Let's try a bit of corn. Maybe it will deliver a surprise, but nothing as of yet. So keep plugging away. Sun sets in about an hour. I've got a new. Well, I've got a ton of gnats that are above me, so I go every now and again. I go into that frenzy where I swipe them, but um, it doesn't move them on. It's just a waste of time. I don't know why I still bother doing it, but um, yeah. Anyway, it's just sort of putting out, casting about every 20 minutes. Sort of casting one a little bit further up now. One sort of trying to get straight in front. Cast a little bit difficult to keep catching the bush behind, but still possible. So just trying to sort of get that feed out, and then gradually as the light goes, I'll slow down with the cast and bulk up the bait a little bit. So I'm glugging it as well in some flavour that I've got. It's a mixture between a sort of garlic and Pacific Moor flavouring. So hopefully I'm not dropping that on my head because it absolutely stinks. Hopefully the fish like it, but so far there's been no reaction from them. So yeah, let's keep going. It's going to fish into darkness, so you have to be off here by 10. So I'm going to hopefully try and hang it out to about 9. It is a bit warmer today as well. So one, the sun's been out, and two, I think it's about 15-16 degrees. It's been like that for a few days now, so I'm hoping the warmer spell will sort of benefit the fishing. So that's the theory. Just put the practice in, see what actually happens. Right, so it's got dark now. Probably look really strange like this, but just shining my head torch across my face. Gonna wait out hopefully to about 9 o'clock. Both rods out, so I've dropped the feeders, just gone straight lead. So I'm just sort of put quite a bit of quite a good bed in. Now I'm just fishing over the top of it, one with a TC Moore Pacific tuna chunk, and then the other one with a piece of meat just slightly up to the left in a deeper area. So temperature wise it's not really too bad at the moment. It's been quite a warm evening, so I'm sort of hoping, I haven't got my jacket on at the moment, so I've just got a hoodie, just hoping that sort of warmish temperature brings the fish onto feed, so yet to see any results from that, but I'm going to sit it out, like I say, till about 9 o'clock, so I'll get a good few hours of darkness in, like maybe probably about 3.5 hours of hopefully pitch black, but I think it's quite clear, so I'm not sure what the moon's going to be like tonight, but I dare say when that comes through that'll brighten things up. But yeah, it's sort of feeling right for a bite, but I just have to wait and see what happens.